Prior to the end of the world, he can describe programs he watched, even though it appears, certainly in some cases it can be assumed, they never existed. This seems important because it doesn't lose point to a higher level of some kind of normality, even if these memories themselves are fabricated. It also reaffirms my argument that television for him represents the primary means of travel between the worlds that he has access to. Indeed, the notion of the end of the world, of it breaking into pieces, is, according to his experience, an entirely logical interpretation of events.
Why do you keep asking me about that?
Because you can't make new memories. Because you can't remember about the events prior to this. You are creating this to fill in the blanks. What I'm concerned about is that this new memory you are trying to make, or what you remember, this is just not real, Christopher. It didn't happen. And this, what you remember, this is really worrying. So we're going to try and go further back before the world ended. Do you think we can do that?
Before they attached me to the television. Before you pushed out my eyes and stuck the needles in my ears. When I still had hands.
Christopher, we didn't take your eyes. This is what I mean. But if it helps, then yes. Let's go back then.
You could hold the signal yourself in your own hands, put your flesh into the signal, then you push apart the channels and get in.
And the collectors?
Yes, that's right. It means they would be able to go backwards and forwards as they liked.
Indicate burn damage backwards along the optic nerve, and even some indications of this trace right into the visual cortex. If I didn't know better, it's like the shock burnt a signal pathway directly into his brain.
eyes are liars because the screens refract the light, so that's why the burning happens. But if you put your hands into the screen, you could see clearly and you'd not get all the lie burn.
Are you saying then...
Yes, if you make it hotter everywhere, they wouldn't see you in the heat and be able to find you. Doctor? I can't hear you, Doctor. Are you still here? Both fists to break it. I cut my hands. Blood got into the television. I could see the signal in there. Everybody was crying because they were burning, but all I could hear was the static. Everybody fell into the signal and was free.
It will end up receding until it disappears completely. There seems no doubt we are losing our grip on him. It is the speed at which this is happening that is most shocking.